Okay, so I have some more Magic the Gathering drafts that I can use. So we are going to do that and practice just a little bit for the last little bit of Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering. Alright. Let us... We have, I believe, like, I think it's the 19 hours actually left in it. I have draft tokens, so we're gonna do a draft. See how we do. Oh, ready. Keep forgetting I actually need to hit the ready button. Edge of Eternities is up next. I am not doing a mastery pass for that one. That's not really particularly a set that tickles my interest at all. I like space. I enjoy space. Sci-fi is like one of my favorites genres for it, but I don't know how I feel about it. I am probably gonna end up playing it at least once. But for now, I'll enjoy my Final Fantasy while I'm here. I don't have anything particular colors that I need to actually do. It's just kill 15 creatures. So I can pick any color I like. And since I am generally mono red, I'll go with that. You might hear my birds in the background. I'm sorry about that. They're very invested in my Alright. I've used Ride the Shoe Poof. I've also been used against it in the drafts. I'm like, it's probably one of the best cards you can get, especially if you get it early on. It's wonderful. I was thinking Sabatender for 2, which is another not bad one. If I can get it again in another rotation, then that'd be great. Item Shopkeep's pretty good. It's not my favorite of the set here. Aramon's great if I wanted to go add some black in there, but we'll aim for red-green if we have to. Shupoof, I think, is too good to pass up in my opinion. Elixir, do I know this one? Exile, if you shuffle all Nanlight cards from your graveyard into your library, you gain life equal to that. Huh. That could be real powerful. But it's definitely a late stage thing. I think I'd rather have the equipment first. Let's see what else. The Obnoxious Octopus is pretty good. Ignis is okay, but I don't really feel like flashing blue. Marble's great. It's just so high cost for me that for the way that I tend to play, it's not really handy. It's not helpful. I will definitely click on the world map for the moment. Let's see what else there is. Coral Sword, what's this? Oh, +1/0 and first strike. Interesting, interesting. Rings. No. No. Chocobo Kick. I would feel this would be good if I didn't feel like I was also going to have people also have Landfall. Landfall actually does make me feel uneasy about Chocobo Kick. World map's nice though. early game. If I can get it early on, that'd be great. Coral Sword seems pretty good though. First strike is no joke, especially if I had a death touch creature. Airship crash for sure. My 4 out of 40, everything is right up there. Yeah, Airship Chocobo. I mean, not Airship Chocobo. Airship Chocobo. I'm sorry, I read 2 cards together. Airship Crash, yeah, for sure. Weirdly enough, so I've been playing this a lot with my Bloomborough decks. Like when I create my own decks to fulfill different dailies. Final Fantasy with my sorry, let me read this again. Basic land or town, put it in the battlefield, then shuffle. Search it this way, put a card. Oh, yeah. Okay, I did want this one. For sure. Okay. Capture the icons. Remove a lore counter from a target saga you control. I mean, I can see that working, but I like Vicious Wanderings better. I like this with my Final Fantasy Bloomborough decks. They work so well together. Judgment Bolt, this creature deals damage equal to the number of non-creature non-land cards in your graveyard. To a creature your target pose, gets 1/0 at the end of turn. Ramo. Gold Saucer. I kinda want this. I kinda really want Gold Saucer. But Blazing Bomb I think is too good to pass up. But Gold Saucer is so much fun. Ifrit or Airship Crash. There's too many artifacts flying around. I think being able to enjoy artifacts and enchantments, I don't have a lot of removal spell options, and I usually don't go for them, but I think Airship Crash gives me better power than Summon Ifrit. We'll go Monk's Fist. Let's see. Kicker, return a land you control to its owner hand. So it's return it to myself. Target creature deals damage equal to a target opponent's creature. If this spell was kicked, deals twice as much damage as that instead. That actually might not be bad. Cloudseed Djinn or Iron Shopkeep. Trample. If you tap a permanent or mana, it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead. This will not help me whatsoever. Let's do Item Shopkeep. It will, but it won't. No, I mean, some of my cards have that, but no. Really. No, I'll do that. I'll get the elixir. Ring of Lucille. I'll take Adventures In. And I'll take that blue. Okay. I do like Dark Knight. If I was playing black, I absolutely would. Suplex is another one I really like. Oh! Ooh. Radia or Suplex. Ooh. Or Summoner's Grimoire. Summoner's Grimoire is pretty fun too. I'm torn. I need removal spells. I do. and that would help me a lot. That makes me sad. Thunder? Why would it give me thunder and fire magic? Oh my god. Alright, deals 1, deals 2, deals 3 for 5. Deals 2, deals 4, deals 8 for 6. Thunder magic it is. 2 damage, 4 damage, or 8 damage. I'll probably never hit Thundaga, but Thundaga, Firaga. Yeah, I like thunder magic better. Bard's bow, hands down. Six damage to one creature. Destroy up to 1 equipment. Oh, that would be pretty good. But I think I like, yeah, it's like I think I like Light of Judgment, but I think the usability of it for me, as far as like the more consistent versatility versus like a possible one-off, though there are a lot of equipments that come with it. Light of Judgment could be very helpful, but Bard's Bow will allow me to at least attack. Ooh, I've never gotten Queen Brana before. Prowess, which is whenever you cast an creature spell, it gets +1/+1. Whenever it attacks, create a 0/1. Yeah, Queen Brana for 3. I don't think I've ever played her before, so I'll be interesting to kind of find out how that goes. Hey, stop. They're playing on their jungle gym in the corner there. I need a little bit of card manipulation, I think. I apologize. Let me try that one. Okina. I had to use this one once. It's pretty cool. I don't have a lot of token ones. Is like the big kicker here, but Kina is pretty good by itself too. With that, I'll go ahead and give myself some I'll give myself some tokens to play with. Let's see. Draw 2 cards by discarding 1 with flashback. Oh shoot, I forgot how quick that time was. Well, that was a mistake. I made that mistake. I picked Gwimrar. I got Fearless Fang by accident. That's really annoying. Bad for me, but I guess it could be worse. Alright, I'll take the Scout. And then I'll take whatever this White Princess is. I'll take that. Okay, cool. Oh, right, there's one more. Oh, I forgot. I was like, sweet, I'm done. No, that is incorrect. I am not done. Ooh, Masamune. Ochu. Fire crystal. I'll take that. Red spells cost low and less to cast. How many red spells do I have? I have some spells. I have spells. We'll see how this works. I've also not played with that card before. But oh, what's this one? Opera love song. Oh, that's nice. Red Mage's Rapier. Thank you. Ooh, the Regalia. I just got this card. Whenever it attacks, reveal a top card from your library until you reveal a land card. Put that card in the battlefield tapped, rest in your eye. I'll try it. I've never played with it before. I'll try it. I'll try it. I'm game. See how this works. Yeah, okay. I'll get a Barret. I love Barret. Another Elder. Or Giganto. That's a pretty good one. So these two are actually pretty nice. 7 more lands. Ideally, I would. So there is that. What's this one? Sandworm. This creature is to destroy a target land. Destroy a land, and then they can put one on tapped. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. But I didn't pick it. A Realm Reborn. Other permanents have add 1 mana of any color. Okay. Let's see. Search your value for a mountain. Reveal it. Then create tokens. I've been using Commune with Beavers for a while, and I think I don't like it as much as I first started with. It's kind of hit or miss. It's nice mid-stage, though, for sure. Side quest, catch a fish. I feel that. Source versus schemes. Return target infinitory or add a flashback to your own hand. Yeah, let's try that one. Return a target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard or exiled card with flashback to your own hand. They're on my head. My birds are on my head. Magic pot. Yeah, I'll take that. Get a treasure token. Treasure token gives me add 1 mana. No one likes this world map? I'll take it. I feel like the ability to search for basic lands for manipulation is probably something that I'm weak at and could use more of. Coral Sword. Do I have a Coral Sword? I don't. That's fine. Robot Spider. Can't be blocked except for by 3 or more creatures. Why are you crawling on my ear? Thank you. I'll take Ifrit. I'll take that. And Commune with Beavers. Okay, so with that, we roll the deck. Let's do this. So remove that. Remove that. Remove these 2 unfortunate choices. I didn't really want Summit Infrit. Thanks for that, guys. Appreciate it. Hold on. You guys want to go out? You guys done? doesn't want to help me build this deck? Really? Seems like a waste. Why would you not want to help me? How could you? Okay. Wasn't there one more that I didn't want? Since 15. Oh yeah, these two. I was like, I feel like there was more. Chocobo racetrack, probably not. Okay, alright. My bad. They wanted to play on one of the other things in a different room. Okay, so, oh, there it is. I was like, I feel like there were more that I did not want. Item shopkeep isn't one of them. Try one Bard's Bow for now. Oh, Commune with Abusers was like the other one. I was like, kind of, sort of, but not really. Nature's Claim's not one. I'll keep 2 world maps because that's... do I need 2 world maps? Yeah, let's do one. 1 world map. Keep that. And for now, we'll get rid of Chocobo Kick. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with this one and see what comes up with. Alright, here we go. Okay, I'll keep 7. They are also red green. Already in a bit of a pickle. Maybe I should have mulliganed. Oh, resolved. Oh, I get psyched. I was like, what am I doing? Yeah, maybe mulliganing was probably my choice. I need to, like, mulliganing I don't really do well, I guess. I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, if I just have lands, it's fine. But maybe I should also make sure I also like I have at least one of 2 lands, or I have at least one that allows me to have a versatile like the Ganga reactor town. Alright, at the very least I can put stuff out, though that is something that I was worried about. But at the very least I can make a thing. Okay. Subject to learn. Wrong order, I should have put Kina first, since it's so early. Destroy. Okay, I was worried they were gonna have something to like block me, but maybe I should have kept Camila Beavers. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, should have done it the other way, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. At the moment, though, they are heading toward mid-game. It does seem like the more land are the better, but bit of a pickle. Now I'm sitting there like, okay, I should have been able to get a land at some point, and I'm screwed because I'm not getting any red lands. So lesson here for me is if I don't see one of each, or if I don't see a split level, a split land, he'll be taking me out in like 5 turns, like 3 turns from now. Like that's it. Yeah, I can't. I will say this, like when you now are in a spot where you're like it's funny because like the game will be like, did you enjoy your match? And it usually asks me after I've defeated, like I've been defeated, like did you enjoy the match? Like no, of course I didn't enjoy the match. Why would I enjoy that? I mean, truly. So, was that game fun? No, it was not. But the difference being, I know that it wasn't fun because I screwed up. It doesn't make it any better, but it's like, oh, that was not a fun way to lose. And I bring that out because no one likes losing, obviously, and I, for one, like I said too, I was like, I am mono red, like I am very aggressive. Like if you ask Lunch Break Drake, who I do many fights against, many battles back and forth, I am a very frustrated loser. Like I don't like doing it, but I also acknowledge too, like, why I lost, have to understand why I lost so I can do better next time. Hence why the practice makes progress. The one thing I've learned over the years was practice does not make perfect. It will never make perfect. And when you aim for practice makes perfect, you can have perfect moments, but you can't have perfection, right? And so practice makes progress was what our band director always said, because if you aim to be perfect, you will always be angry. After every failure, every loss, right? Perfection leads to nothing but like heartache when something doesn't go perfectly. So I don't like that loss. I don't like that loss at all, but I don't like that loss most because I know that it was probably very, very likely that very first mulligan that I didn't take. And thus, it led to a series of events that made the game unenjoyable, which was I couldn't play anything. I couldn't even try. I couldn't even, like, what's the point of reading my cards if I can't even put them on the field? So, lesson learned is don't have a split deck. Like, don't have a two-color deck without having two colors in your hand to play. Then you can, at the very least, have a fighting chance against the other stuff that could go wrong. All right, so with that, we take up battle number 2. Excuse me. I'm against the master. Good, this will go well. A silver rank. Yay! Okay, here I have Adventures Inn, I have Mountain and Forest. At the very least, I will have a starting chance to be able to play past round 2. So I will keep this one. Nothing that I have is past 4 in this particular deck. I have everything is under mana 4 mana. So I can feel confident that I will have something to play at any given point after the first 3 times. The first 3 times have been like the first 3 mana drops that I put down. I'm usually pretty aggressive, but I do feel like I need to wait and see for the moment. Yeah, for that. Specifically for something like that. I was like, what? I feel like I need to do something about that. Yes, I do. Get rid of it. I do want to exile target artifact, but flying will slowly and surely take me out. So for now, we'll hold. Okay, this tracks now. Now I can kind of sort of see where we're going with this. Okay, cool. No attacks. That being said, I could use more lands. I will probably need to do, I need to do Call of the... No, I need to do, yeah, I need to do one of these two. One of these two needs to happen. It'll probably be Precious Wanderings. To be able to get some lands out. Or maybe I should just put, maybe I should just do the sorcerer. I should look for a mountain card. That I can get the turd. I can get the bird token. And then I can get Keenless thing before he's there. He's got 3 cards left. He's probably going to try to take out Kina, because Kina is pretty powerful on the field right now. That's the one. Yep. Maybe I should have done Call of the Precious Wanderings sooner. I feel like this person, this silver rank here, is playing kind of a white-green deck, kind of the same way a person would play a control deck, and control style has always been like my kryptonite. Also, I feel so warm. Like it's making my hands feel uncomfortable. I don't do warm. Also not really in a position to do a whole lot. they have no reason to attack or block me, because they're at 23, I'm at 7. If I attack, they'll block me knowing that I'm going to lose a creature. No blocks. I have to go wash my hands. I'll be right back. See? See? They always like, did you have fun in the match? No, no, I did not. I lost. Well, I don't understand why it generally asks me when I've lost, did you have fun? I'm like, no, this is the wrong time to ask that. You know? No, I did not have fun. On top of it, too, I guess this will be a personal problem just for me, but like when it gets just like a certain level of hot anywhere, it's uncomfortable to the point where yeah, my hands don't feel clean. I guess I guess it's like kind of like a compulsive problem that I have. And I was like, it really does make it so that if I don't do something about it, like I can't concentrate, and that's where it was starting to head toward. Like, this is not good. So I'm sorry, I had to go wash my hands. So another thing would be, for myself, is I just kind of have to figure out how to deal with that particular obsessive problem. Um, it's a compulsive problem that I have. I've had it for forever, and it does it's like a stress sweat too, but it also comes with like actual heat where it's actually hot, right? So like moving to a different location, not being a hot one, having my fan on, as you can hear my AC blowing right on me and whatnot. But all of that still doesn't necessarily always mean that I'm going to be able to control the compulsory part of the issue. um Yay, fun. Led to a loss. But I also was like, I'm not entirely sure. I may have to go ask, like, if I was anything I should have done differently. Like, maybe I should have played more lands first. And we should have. My draft deck doesn't really have. I guess it has a lot of threes and fours, and not a lot of ones and twos. So maybe I should be adjusting accordingly, because if I'm playing against other aggressive decks, they're going to take me out in 1 and 2, and I'm waiting for mid game. I actually designed this deck relatively mid game heavy, not something I'm really good at per se, not something I'm particularly great at. The chocobo kick against me was really not great, but I'm not drawing a lot of my threes and unders enough. So I'm not sure if maybe like I just have to be like, oh, I need some more ones and twos, to which I didn't really get a lot. So I'm not certain what to do about that. Like maybe I should go ahead and be like, oh, I guess I'll just give up the regalia and it's in favor of magic pot or world map again. You know. Actually, let me try that. Let me just see if I can pad it a little bit so I don't have a lot of fours. Gigantoad's cool, but not really important. Maybe I should get Commune with Beavers and substitute for maybe Fire Crystal, since I'm not using it. I'm not using the spells that much to that point. So like maybe I should go ahead and pad it at the beginning. I'll put Chocobo's Kick in exchange for Elixir. It's nice, but at the same time, like it's not a particularly useful one. So let's try that and see if maybe those changes will help. I'm at 2 losses. I'm at Participation Award right now. I replaced my wet towel, which I was using, but I guess it dried up or wasn't enough, so I had to go wash my hands. So I have a new towel, so hopefully that will help. When I stream on Twitch, if it gets like this high, I usually have like an ice pack, like actually an ice pack to cool the body down to prevent excessive compulsive problems. Not really Batman? Are you sure? That's what Batman would say. Okay, so right off the bat, I have 3 forests, but I have a whole lot of reds. I learned from the very first time that I do not want to have a starting hand with just that. So I'm going to mulligan. So now I have a lot, right? I'll keep 6. I do have 4 lands. I have a world map. I think I can live without the regalia for now. So we'll put the regalia back, and we'll come back to it when I get there. So for now, I'll put down this, and I'll put down my world map. So it's there when I need it. I feel better about this. I will now be mana. Apparently mana cycling. I'll put down my other landfall. So now I have Derived Shipoof, which I imagine they'll probably try to get rid of since they have a swamp deck. They already have. Yep. Black-green. I'll come in with beavers. Let's see. Artifact or land card. Now we're in a spot where I'm stuck, but let's see what I have here. I could do 1 and search for a basic land, put it in my hand, and shuffle. I'm going to go ahead and do that just to get lands out of my deck. I have a whole bunch in my hand, right? So we're going to just put it in there. So now I have 2 lands that they can see, and 2 that they can't. So I feel like I've gone the totally opposite direction. Now I have no creatures in my hand. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god. Okay. I might have to see if I can bluff. Okay, so I mulliganed to get a better hand. I got the better lands that I wanted. But now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, well, what am I gonna freaking do with no creatures? Okay, so I have to at least play the forest and then go from there and hope for the best. But now I've got all these lands. I have Ride the Shoot Buff and no creatures to use it on. So no, is this game fun? Absolutely not. Alright, let's search for another mountain creature and hopefully I can... I'm about to like have to kick her just to get tokens on the board. Like this is wild. block. Like, I can't not block. I just I wanna die. I can't even right now. And I did this backwards. Okay, so now I'm in angry mode. Okay, so remember when I said that I am basically... Right, that I'm basically, what's it called? A red player. Right, it also means that I actually do get very fired up. So I actually do get very angry and I do make mistakes in that anger, which I just did. Which was, I should have played my, what's it called? And then, and not that it would have made any difference. But I do get angry and I do make mistakes. I should have played the character first and then put down the land so that the Shapoof would have actually done something. But instead, I didn't. So now I got my third loss. Like I said, it wouldn't have made a difference. I drew all lands even after that freaking mulligan. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know if I actually did anything wrong in that one. I'm just now at the point where I lost because literally all mana. Right? So I can't say that mulliganing is incorrect because the reason for it was to be able to make sure that I had two colors to play with, since I have a whole lot of reds and greens kind of equally split. But what are you going to do if you don't draw those cards? Or draw cards that allow you to mill cards. So in that case, that loss sucks because you just kind of watch impotently as someone takes your life points with nothing that you can do about it. Yeah, I have one stats like, pull out and then shuffle the deck, right? Which the Commune with Beavers kind of sort of does, but it mostly just puts stuff from top to bottom, which was like great. And then it sucked because it put two creatures on the bottom that I actually needed, because after those two creatures was like two more lands. So, not great, not fun, not particularly bad, but not unrealistic, if you will. What do you call it? It's okay to feel frustrated at loss. It's not okay to stay down at the loss, right? That's the thing. So like I said too, like a lot of people kind of be like, oh, you just got to pick yourself up again. No, it's okay to feel angry at it. It's okay to feel angry at situations. It's okay to feel angry at the fact that you draw mana for like 5 turns and there's nothing you can do except for watch people take your life points away. It's okay to feel those things. And I actually do get frustrated tears. I do. I remember Lunch Break Drake, when you guys get to see his stuff, like when we started hanging out and playing regularly, he did not understand why I would frustrated cry. And he was just like, you're not supposed to have tears. I'm like, why wouldn't I? I lost. And I lost after putting a lot of thought and effort into it. Why wouldn't I cry? And he didn't realize for a while that some people do need to do that. I'm not crying now, but there are times when I'm just like, are you freaking kidding, right? The second loss was mine, so the first loss, totally mine. So I'm not going to cry for that one. But like this one, if I had done this and like all my wins were kind of equally, like I put everything I had on the table to do it, that's why sometimes you'll see baseball players or, football players and whatnot. They'll be really frustrated and you'll see them in tears in their locker rooms or whatever it is. They come home, they cry to their partners and whatnot. All of that is okay. All of that is okay, but you can't stay there. That's the kicker. I have one more draft token. I have claim first. I have one more draft token that I can play with. I have, according to this, 18 more hours to be able to get one more event in. I can even complete this achievement right here. Also, I thought it was summon 25 creatures. It was kill. I didn't kill one creature. This bothers me to no end. This is like kind of like icing upon a very frustratingly angry cake. Right? That I didn't even kill one creature for the entire draft. for a variety of different reasons. Some was my own fault, some was just bad draws. So more frustrating on top of the frustrated I already have. But like I said too, the biggest thing is I get to keep all my decks. I get to play them against people that will be able to tell me like, hey, maybe you should do this. I did sideboard, right, to see if maybe I should change up my deck a little bit after doing something, after playing that second game. So I feel good about the steps I tried to make and the changes I tried to take. Just like in auditioning, if you guys remember, I'm an actress, right? Sometimes you could do everything right and still not get the role. That also is here. So as long as I feel like I did try to apply changes, I did think things through, I did try to read it, and I didn't totally succumb to the frustration part of it, though there were dips in there, I feel good about how I played and the lessons I learned from it. In Shokugeki no Soma, Food Wars, right? What's it called? Soma says, I get the great lessons from failing or from losing food war battles and stuff. So frustrating draft for sure, but not an unprofitable one, so to speak. I learned a lot, I tried a lot, and I got to try new stuff, and I got to keep my deck, right? I still have the deck here. And I got a new pack for participation. So with that, I got triple triad. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player exiles the top card of their library until end of turn. You may play that card you own exiled this way, and each other card exiled this way with lesser mana value than it with. Oh my god. Until end of turn, you may play the card you own exiled this way, and each other card exiled this way with lesser mana value than it without paying their mana cost. Oh god. Okay. I know that I think grammatically this makes sense, but now I'm at the point where it's so wordy. I'm like, what? Okay. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player exiles the top card of their library. Until end of turn, you may play the card you own exiled this way, and each other card exiled this way with lesser mana value than it without paying their mana costs. Okay, cool. Reading comprehension, that if you are on the slower side, I promise you, take your time to read it because it is, and maybe even out loud, because if you're like me and you're in the middle of something, just read the cards, because honestly, this is the part of Magic that can get somewhat more frustrating, I think, to even intermediate players, right? Where there's so many rules, so many things, and then sometimes the wording doesn't help. It actually hinders some comprehension for it. So take the time out to read it, even in mid-match, because honestly, you'll be worse off being like, oh shoot, I misread it. That being said, I don't think I'd ever play this card because it's worth 6, and I don't feel like reading it every time I get it. That being said, it just means that if you also, it's weird because it's like every card that you get exiled in this fashion that's less than the top card, I guess you can play without paying mana cost. Handy enchantment for late game, if you get to late game. I didn't even get to late game. World map's pretty cool. I do like it. I feel good about having it, but not having creatures to utilize it, especially when I had world map plus land plus the Shapoof one. I was like, oh, flustered. Okay, but I got it, so I will just have to find a way to kill 25 opponents in the next draft, which I'll probably do after dinner in a few hours or so. Give myself a little bit of distance and then come back and try again, because practice makes progress, and there's pain to be had in loss, but I can get back up. That's a nice thing I know about me. Thank you all for watching, and I look forward into the next draft. All right, as always, take care and have a wonderful rest of your whatever day this happens to be.